Okay, welcome back to another episode of PT Meal Podcast, a buffet of play, therapies, movement, exercises, activities, and leisure, all packed in a hearty conversation of the physical therapy profession and practice. I am Johan de la Paz, your host. Welcome back to the show. So my guest today is no stranger to the show. Uh, she was here, I think, episode 30, talking about the Filipino Physio web series. So let me welcome back Charmaine Geronimo. Char, glad to
Hello,
have you
hi.
back here.
Nice to be back here.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How
hmm
about you?
I'm good, good. So something new, something new about the Filipino physio. But before we talk about that, for those who are hearing you for the first time, can you give us a little background of who you are and what you do?
Hi, guys. I'm Charmaine Geronimo. I'm the founder of the Filipino Physio Academy. So I'm an orthopedic and sports physical therapist here in the Philippines. I am also licensed in States as well. So I founded the Filipino Physio web series last year. Actually, we had a total of 33 free webinars to our Filipino PTs worldwide.
hmm
It actually went well, and that's how I thought of creating an academy instead, so we can actually continue the advocacy of giving world-class education to our Filipino physiotherapists all over the world.
Right. And that came in the right time that yung the lockdown and there's no seminars, no workshops, no conferences held going on. And then you thought about the Filipino Physio web series, and it was really helpful for a lot of our fellow physical therapists in the Philippines and even all around the world. So yeah, could you take us through the journey from the Filipino Physio web series to now elevating upping up the level to the Filipino Physio Academy.
It's actually before the intention is just to give free education to our Filipino PTs while we are in the pandemic.
hmm
But considering also that we are not sure how long yung pandemic. So
hmm
I made this to an academy because there are a lot of PTs asking for certificates.
hmm
And we are not actually allowed to give it certificate kasi nga it's not formal education, it's just through Facebook Live. So we
hmm
can guarantee they're really, watching, or if
hmm
they just want this. So I thought of creating, an academy instead. Kasi through this, yung objective is the same.
hmm
It's just that, sometimes kasi people hindi nila ma-appreciate lahat ng free. But if you're working for it, if you're looking forward to it, if you are investing on it, then mo makikita lalo yung, yung interest nila, and nag-i-invest sila and mas
hmm
ma-appreciate. Unlike for, kung laging free yung ibibigay sa'yo, sometimes you'll not really appreciate it.
hmm
And of course, we are inviting world-class mentors here. We
hmm
cannot always ask them for free. It's hard to create an hour lecture
That's true.
presentation. It will take a while. It will take more hours rather than just presenting, diba? So
hmm
I think it will be better if they will, if it's going to be formal, and then yung quality is mas may ensure mo kasi everything is more organized with this platform.
hmm
And I thought of creating a website as well kasi nga naisip ko na parang wala pang ganito sa Philippines. And it's better na parang magkaroon tayo ng continuing education master classes through a website. Hindi
hmm
lang more of sa mga free platforms like Facebook or Instagram.
hmm Yeah, I totally agree. Yung sa sinabi mo na sometimes if people, generally, people who have things for free, minsan nga hindi talaga nila na-appreciate or they don't put a lot of effort on it. Hindi natin mag-guarantee if they're really absorbing or they're concentrating on what they're hearing, what they're learning. And, having that platform, that academy, shifts the focus of the receiver that ito, I would learn, I would listen, I would try to absorb everything that I can learn from this one. And maganda kasi it's a very innovative kasi yun nga, you go to the course online. This is asynchronous ba or sometime or hybrid ba to?
it's combination. For events, of course, it's synchronous. Pero ang
Mm-hmm.
focus of Academy is the master classes.
Mm-hmm.
Because for master classes, series of hours to, a series of webinars for
Mm-hmm.
just one topic. Hindi lang siya 1 hour talk.
Mm-hmm.
And for us to learn, even sa room, hindi naman natin ma-absorb yung skill in just an hour. We need, several hours, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how a master class works. For a
Mm-hmm.
master class, some master class it will be asynchronous, but some that requires, more, more of hands-on training, magkakaroon tayo ng hybrid. So merong
Mm-hmm.
synchronous and asynchronous. So it depends on the master class then.
Right, right. That's maganda na in-introduce mo yung masterclass kasi I think it's sometimes it's new for people to hear about what a masterclass is. So hindi ito yung typical na conference that you would sit down and listen for an hour or two. This is composed of different topics, right? And concentrated
Yes.
on that bigger topic.
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice. Um, Tell us more about the Filipino Physio platform.
So the Filipino Physio
Okay.
platform,
Mm-hmm.
so here we gathered different mentors all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So meron tayong mentors from UK, from Philippines, from the US, and meron din tayo from Doha. So ang target nito is to impart the learning that they have,
Mm-hmm.
working overseas or specializing into a certain topic. So, more of Filipino officials sharing
Mm-hmm.
globally. Ang maganda din dito is parang lahat is excited to share. Kasi, aminin natin, iba-iba yung practice per country.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yung thought about the evidences is same lang naman eh. Pare-parehas tayo nag-aaral about the evidence-based practice.
Right.
So, kung ano yung i-share natin na, na hindi natin makukuha sa, parang from here, meron tayong limitations. Like here in the Philippines, hindi pa ganun ka popular yung other practices such as women's health, pelvic health,
Mm-hmm.
rehab. And sa ibang bansa is meron ng existing na ganung practice. So, maganda na parang i-share nila to our Filipino PTs.
Mm-hmm.
Para then we can actually use it to our patients as well, especially here in the Philippines.
Right, right. We're all practicing evidence-based, but the mentors are bringing in something special from their practice. Experiences nila yung rich, experience and knowledge nila from their actual practice in their respective fields and settings. So let's dive in more on your mentors. Talk to us more about who your mentors are and what are they bringing to the table.
Actually, as of now, di ba we have 12 master classes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yung mga mentors natin, we can actually have more mentors. Kasi ito yung mga more of, based on my research, ito yung mga mentors na nag-specialize into specialized topic. So, we will have, si Erwin Valencia for sports and si Bernard then from Doha. So, Aspetar and NBA, di ba? PTs, and then they can teach us something about sports, which is really great. And then
Mm-hmm.
we also have Erson Religioso for the orthopedic master classes.
Yeah.
And we also have Ma'am Christine will also be teaching us about sports then and orthopedic master classes. And then we have Lily. She will be teaching women's health and pati lymphedema. And actually a lot of mentors like from the Academy of the Filipino American PTs then may mga nakuha tayong mentors will be teaching
Mm-hmm.
about leadership. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
hindi lang tayo more of yung mga ibang topics. Meron din tayo about education, research, and leadership. They will be also teaching us this topic.
Mm-hmm. Right. I was looking at your website and seeing at the mentors, and most of them were already guests in this podcast. And kaya sabi ko, nakakatuwa. She brought a
If
lot
you
of
want, you can also be part if you
yeah.
want.
I would like to be part of that.
Kasi yun nga ang is to, to share.
Mm-hmm.
And alam talaga natin na kailangan talaga natin ng voice sa professional, especially
Mm-hmm.
here in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more of, giving back. I think kaya yung mga mentors then is more of very participative because they want
Mm-hmm.
to give back to our here in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Nandun talaga yung spirit of giving back sa kanila for most of them that I have already talked to. Makikita mo talaga yung zeal and excitement nila to share what they know, to
Yes.
share to our colleagues what their practice, their experiences. So, nakakatuwa. So, how do you think this new learning medium or platform could help our profession and our colleagues in I think to leveling up our practices?
Actually, I believe like in our profession, we need high quality education.
Mm-hmm.
And with high quality education, it gives us confidence to speak up and
Mm-hmm.
also, to treat patient. Kasi if we have, not good foundation about certain skill, hindi natin siya mag-vocalize, hindi natin siya, we're not confident about it. But
Mm-hmm.
if we have backup, like if you listen to a lecture, if you practice it, if you get a certification from it, you will gain more confidence. And
Mm-hmm.
I think yung profession natin is talking about skill. So we also that's why we need continuing education, especially the practice in healthcare. It's evolving. We really need to step up and be updated with
Mm-hmm.
our knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And ang maganda dito is that I have yung sa summit there are students also participating. Kasi looking forward to certain topics. So I think by instilling that, early pa lang na, being updated, educating ourselves, maganda yung future ng profession natin.
Mm-hmm. And as I told you the other day, na I think this is about time that this happened. Kasi we have a lot of pool of knowledge and experience sa ating mga colleagues around the world, and tamang-tama na yeah, parang ikaw si Nick Fury na inassemble mo sila to share their experiences. And what I like about your mentors are that they are practicing their specialties. Nandun talaga sila in the front lines, and they're
Yeah.
applying what the evidence says. So hindi lang sila
Yes.
nasa research, or hindi lang sila nasa academe, but they are really in the front lines of practicing, kaya nakakatuwa yung lineup. And you mentioned the first event, the sports medicine rehabilitation summit. Talk to us about that, and why choose sports as your maiden or your first event.
Actually, even last year, the first topic about the free series is about sports. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
siguro dahil nga I'm working as a sports PT, so meron talaga akong
May
enthusiasm.
kurot.
Mas confident, di ba?
uh,
Especially dahil nasa ganito akong field.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, sports din yung unang kong naisip na topic. But yun nga, for math classes, it will be diverse. Hindi lang tayo mag-focus sa sports.
All right. So the sports medicine rehabilitation summit would happen when?
Happen on October 9 and 10. We will open the event at 8 a.m. Philippine time. It will the opening ceremony will start at 8:30. So we'll be
Mm-hmm.
accepting participants as early as 8. It will last around 12:30 to 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be at the event Saturday and Sunday. So we'll be having 3 speakers per day. And yun nga, inisip ko rin kasi if it will be a whole day, baka it's so tiring for the participants. Kaya I made it
Mm-hmm.
a 2-day event.
Mm-hmm. Tama yung ganun. More time to absorb, more time to reflect on that talk. Sabi ko nga, I was looking at the lineup, na excited ako doon sa um time ni Erwin, yung about mindfulness. I've been following him. Nakakatuwa.
Sobrang grateful ko sa speakers kasi lahat sila, iba-iba yung time zone. So imagine, you will be like teaching around 11 p.m. Sa States. Yung iba naman mag-talk like 5 a.m.
Wow.
sa 5 a.m. sa Doha.
Uh-huh.
So we're really making time for it. Di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Yung time pa lang may difficulty na. Actually kasi nga dahil iba-iba ang time zone lahat.
Mm-hmm.
So yun yung napili na time slot na pwede na
Nakakatuwa, para talaga siyang para siyang international conference na dating
And actually, yung advantage ng online, di ba?
mm.
Parang you can gather people all over the world without, having them to, kasi minsan nagkakaroon ng difficulty, di ba, sa traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But with this event, online event, everything is possible.
Right. Hindi katulad before na live conferences. mayroon ka lang pa
Yes.
isa-isa, padalawa na pwedeng ma-invite from, outside the country. Pero,
But more expensive. You need to fly and you need to book for a hotel for a destination.
that's true. Nice, nice. What, like, the general thing, what could attendees expect from this summit?
So expect that you will learn like a diverse topic regarding sports. So
Mm-hmm.
our topic here is very holistic, and the speakers are the one who are studying the topic for years. Like
Mm-hmm.
for example, Erwin has been practicing mindfulness for years, and he's even getting a PhD about mindfulness and gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
And also Trina Lat, she's a hip specialist, so she's really practicing that, and she was trained in Australia pa for for hip
Mm-hmm.
and physio. So she will be sharing about the differences of the hip pathologies among athletes too. And Dr. Canlas, maraming nag-aabang rin kay Dr. Canlas. He will be discussing supplementation and recovery techniques for the athletes as well. Kasi di
Mm-hmm.
ba, us, we are not really specializing into, we have some knowledge, but we are not really, we don't have in-depth knowledge with the supplements.
Right.
Oftentimes athletes are asking, what's good for me? What can I take? Is it okay if I will be taking this after my training or before my training?
Mm-hmm.
And we also have Sir Bernard Pinol. So he'll be discussing for injuries naman, injury management for the athletics and the triathletes as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a triathlete. So he'll be discussing as a coach, as a triathlete, and as a sports PT as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have a guest athlete, which is Kiefer Ravena, who will be discussing about his perspective in injury and recovery.
Mm-hmm.
So lahat dito is more of i-discuss nila nutrition man,
Mm-hmm.
mental health, like the mindfulness,
Right.
differential diagnosis, and of
Mm-hmm.
course, Coach Jeff. He is the strength and conditioning coach of the national boxing team, which is
Mm-hmm.
very successful in
From the
sa.
Olympics.
So we'll be discussing the contrast training for power development.
Mm-hmm.
So marami silang makukuha dito, hindi lang knowledge, but we also have demonstrations as well. Hindi lang siya puro talk.
Ah, bago yun. Nice. Very exciting. Very diverse, very wide
Yes.
variety of lessons and topics from the world of sports medicine rehabilitation. Hanggang kailan sila pwedeng mag-register for this event?
Pwede silang mag-register until October 7. Kasi October niya final na para kung meron ng problem, kung may mga di nakakuha ng invitation, ayos na yun October 8. And then start na siya. Hindi na pwede mag-register the day of the event. So October 7 is the last day of registration.
Mm-hmm. October 7, like 11 something, ganun?
Yes, yes,
11:59.
yes.
The full October 7. All right, good.
Yes.
All right, yeah, check that out. The FilipinoPhysio.com, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
You can
that's a
register at the FilipinoOfficial.com.
mm-hmm. Nice. And kailan natin maaabangan ang launch ng master classes for the Filipino
Actually,
Physio Academy?
yung event kasi, it's more of the launching then of the website and the master class.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
after the event, may mga lineup of master classes na rin tayo.
Mm-hmm. Ayun.
So, yung master classes kasi natin, ang maganda, hindi siya one-day event. So, it will be on the website. So, they can access it.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, magiging live na yung mga master classes during the event summit.
Natin yung preview of master.
Preview. Nice, nice. Yeah, I was looking at the website, and tapos if you were gonna look at the website, you'll see all the masterclass topics. Napakaganda ng, we covered a lot of topics and specialties there. Go check that out as well. All
Yes.
right.
Napaka-diverse ng field natin. So maganda na yung mga PTs is maging open sa different, aspect ng physiotherapy and ma-apply din nila sa patient. Kasi we need to be flexible sa mga patients natin. Even me, like a sports and ortho PT, I'm also handling geriatric patients as well.
Mm-hmm.
And meron din mga vestibular, may pediatric. So we really have knowledge on those specific fields. We need to be flexible.
That's right. And with I think the shift nowadays, di ba napag-uusapan sa Philippines about professional specialties. So this can be a start of that, attend the master classes, listen to the experts, learn about your specialty, your interest, and flourish from there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully in time, there will be like specialization na here in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm. Yung napag-usapan nila sa PRC, parang may narinig akong ganun about CPDAS or something, that step level to specialties.
I think
Mm-hmm.
it might take a while, but hopefully, yeah, in
Mm-hmm.
time,
Yeah.
possible.
At least with the master classes, the physio would have an idea. Ito pala yung kailangan maging, these are the things that I need to learn if I would specialize in this aspect.
Actually, ang maganda rito, yung master classes natin, even in the master classes, in-depth na yung training.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
even if they're not certified, they can have the exercises, the
Mm-hmm.
assessments, they can have. Problem lang kasi hindi pa nga kasi allowed yung ibang certification. So we are doing it as a master class.
Mm-hmm.
That's the quality.
So for those who are listening, ibahin niyo yung mindset niyo about conference. I mean, about seminars. This is different. This is a master class. Mas malaki yung mas in-depth and
And
comprehensive
after
to.
exam, we have an assessment. Yeah,
Assessment
we
as
have an
well.
assessment. So,
Mm-hmm.
hindi sa click lang or nag-search
Uh,
pass yung exam.
kailangan
Master
talaga nila magseryoso
class.
to study. All right. So yun, we've learned about the Filipino Physio Academy and the first event and launch. So could you invite us again to the academy, the summit, and of course the launching of the master classes?
Hi guys, please support our first event, which is the Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Summit. It will be on October 9 and 10, Philippine time. So we have 6 different speakers here who are in physiotherapy and strength and conditioning. We also have an athlete speaker as well. So you'll be learning from them. So yung event na ganito, it's not very usual to have them combined, especially with those lineup. So please support it. And also, our upcoming master class. So, abangan nyo yung mga and please support it. So, just check our website, official.com.
All right. Yeah, this is a very exciting chapter sa uh, learning ng physio. I mean, Filipino physio. This is very exciting. Support natin guys ito. So, you know the routine. Sa dulo ng ating conversation, meron na tayong last bites. So, ibang questions naman to from your first guesting here. So, my first last question is, if you're a dish, what dish will you be and why?
Kasi I love food so much. So wala akong maisip. Pero my favorite food is kare-kare.
Kare-kare.
Actually, dalawa yung iisip ko eh. It's either sinigang or kare-kare. Ang pangat kasi na sinigang, sabihin may asin. Parang yun na lang, para colorful and maraming sahong. Like peanuts,
maraming ingredients.
meron pang goong, ano pa,
Oo.
pwede spicy. So, yun nga, different taste. So, I will
Kare-kare.
say kare-kare.
Yeah, savory and a lot of
Yes.
ingredients inside.
Flavor.
All right. So my second question is, what's your recipe for success?
I think perseverance. Kahit anong gawin mo, wala namang like quick journey for success eh. But if
Mm-hmm.
you are persevering about your goal, you will reach it no matter how long it will take. Just persevere.
Mm-hmm. Right. Perseverance. And my last one is something that you last watch movie or TV series or heard napakinggan mong podcast or anything or something that you have read that nourished you.
Meron sa akin na-recommend na book, called wait lang, I'll search for it. Kasi maganda siyang i-recommend for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually Chinese book.
Mm-hmm.
Thick Face Black Heart.
Ano pangalan?
Hindi siya dark book. Mukha lang siyang dark book kasi nga thick face, black
Uh-huh.
heart.
Oh.
Actually, a Chinese author book, about success. Ang dami niyang sinabi ron na, kasi marami kasing, motivational books na parang pare-parehas lang eh. Di ba?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pero ito, iba siya. So, try to read it.
Read it.
That,
So, thick face, black
na,
heart.
by Xing Chu. Xing Chu.
Wow, okay. Medyo mahirap isulat yun.
Oo.
Pero itatype,
Actually,
isasama natin sa show notes
maganda
yan
yung
para
book na to. You can really gain a lot of wisdom. Kasi even from the history itself, na parang diniscuss nila yung historical part din, hindi more of sa China. Like, parang iba talaga yung mga, yung word of wisdom from
Mhm,
itself, iba siya.
mhm.
But
So
I'm not
parang
pro. But wala ako. It's more of, it's just a good book.
good
Baka
book.
may mag-react kasi na, yun nga eh.
Oo. Oo nga. Pero parang ano 'to, parang feeling mo ba parang Art of War ba 'to na parang gano'n
Pag
maraming,
manilig ka sa mga Robert Greene na book,
uh-huh.
medyo may variety siya.
Alright, let's check that out. Minsan I'm on a hunt din sa mga books na magaganyan eh. Alright, so thank you very much for coming back. Ikaw yung first returning guest ko. And thank you for sharing
But
and
there's also
persevering.
speaking our profession.
Mm-hmm.
Sana marami pang tulong sa'yo na mag-create to our professions as well.
Right. And thank you for, doing this academy for, trying to enrich, to, level up our profession, leading the way. As sabi ko nga, you're a trailblazer. I feel that na dapat matagal na 'to nangyari pero ikaw ang nakagawa. So I acknowledge you for doing that. So as a takeaway for yung pabaon natin sa ating listeners, what do you want them to take away from this episode?
Take away from this episode,
Mm-hmm.
I think we really need to educate ourselves. As an organizer, parang na-realize ko yung mga tao na willing to invest to education. And may mga PTs din naman na hindi rin talaga natin masabi na hindi lahat pare-pareho. But makikita mo rin yung mga passionate na PTs.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi nga, we really need to educate ourselves. We can, pag-graduate natin, yun lang. We really
Mm-hmm.
need education. We really need to step up. Kahit saan kayo ng courses, you are taking a courses, as long as you're upgrading yourself, it's really okay. You really
Mm-hmm.
need to do it for your patients, for the organization, for yourself na rin.
Mm-hmm.
So, you really need to do this.
Mm-hmm. Right, totally agree. We have that duty, professional duty for ourselves, our profession, our practice, and of course our patients to get better in what we do. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you again, Charm, for coming back to the podcast. And you're always welcome here. If you want to share
Thank you
anything
so much.
new, any
You want
news
to
about
share?
the Filipino Physio Academy.
Looking forward to see you in the summit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And also see you guys there too.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Thanks, Johan.
Thank you.